Third and final series of yesterday. A little bit of a shocker. Another division leader losing. Dodgers, Padres. Jake, can you let us know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
In a fun way?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Be funny, bro.
Okay. Game 3 in San Diego. Snellagram, Trevor Plouffe, IG Live, buddy. Blake Snell on the bump for the Daddies versus Trevor Plouffe's Catterday. Tony Gonsolin returning to the bump for LAD. Speaking of that D, talking about that Jake Cronenworth. Jake the Rake with another big RBI single. It's 1-0 Fathers. And then, oh my God, Trent Grisham, have yourself in October. He takes the Heen Dog up top. It's 2-0. His name is Mookie Betts. I say Poppy. Sack fly to right. It's 2-1. But this Padres bullpen does it again. Martinez, Garcia, Suarez, and Josh Hader. The goose is loose in San Diego. They take Game 3, 2-1 final.
Trev, how about this one, huh?
You know what? I'm going to start out by saying the Padres fans absolutely showed up. Now, I know there was some stuff going on. A lot of Dodger fans tagging me in some tweets saying they couldn't even buy tickets because they were taking some area codes and saying, no, sirree, you can't get the tickets. So that helps with that. But Padres fans sure showed up, and it looked really, really cool there. Yes, James.
As long as you know your crowd will sell it out, I don't mind doing that.
I don't either.
But if you block the game from others and you can't sell out yours, like when the Raiders used to do, they would block out the TV and then still wouldn't sell out the game. It's like, well, what are you doing? But Padres fans showed up. But it's a dicey thing. Like if the Marlins try to do that or the Rays and then they still don't sell out the stadium, it's like, what? You're just blocking baseball? And I think MLB should come down hard. They sold out. So it's a tough line to run. But when it works out, I like it.
Yeah, and it was a great atmosphere. Snell came to play. You know, it's unfortunate that Gonsolin is in the position that he's in where, he's not at full strength. I think that would have been a much better type of game, even though it still was a great game. But that pitching matchup, Gonsolin-Snell, has a different ring to it, 2 months ago before Gonsolin gets hurt. Now he kind of labors through an inning and a third. Dodgers bullpen did the thing. Heaney, besides the one pitch to Grisham, looked great. And the rest of them did it. But this is a Padres team that is really, really confident right now, man. They really are. And to have Grisham doing his thing after having, I think the lowest batting average of qualified hitters in all of baseball. He has 3 home runs. He's 1 away from Jim Leyrit's all-time Padres postseason mark for a single postseason. That helps out a lot. And then Cronenworth kind of in the middle lineup doing his thing. It was a great game, man. And like I said, Snell showed up. 5 1/3, 5 hits. There was some traffic on the bases, but his stuff looked sharp. He got 6 Ks. I like that Melvin let him go out for the 6. I think in his head, he's like, I can't. We've seen this. We can't let history repeat itself. Let's at least let him go out there and see what happens. And then, yes, their bullpen, that Padres bullpen. Martinez to Garcia to Suarez to Hader. There was a lot of Ks right there. I'm looking at it right now. So they pitched 3 2/3 and they K'd 6 people. That's how you do it, man. Against a really, really good Dodgers lineup. It's scary times in LA right now because the Padres have Musgrove going in this next game, and that place will be rocking again.
Heen Dog, his high slider was disgusting. I was pretty stoked for him watching that. A guy that got laughed out of Yankee Land in a tough situation last year. I hope he hits the market and he finds a home because he, besides that one pitch to Grisham, he looked really good. The Padres, this was their first home game in front of fans since 2006. I think it ended up being their first win at home in front of fans since 1998. And speaking of, so that crowd was rowdy. I know a bunch of chillers in San Diego, not Philly crew. They were going nuts. How about sexy Trevor Hoffman in the crowd? Holy smokes, big time daddy energy from him. And good Padres memories there. For me, I mean, the advantage here, Snell is the best bend don't break pitcher in baseball, IMO, whether it's his walks or just, he'll put himself in the bad spot, but he seems to find a way out most nights when he's feeling good. 5.1, 1 earned runs. Gonsolin, like we're saying, and kind of like we said with Strider, just a tough circumstance, man, to come into this. I mean, Dodgers bullpen essentially does their job. Padres, though, I mean, you talk about, sometimes positional units in sports. I know with the football season going, people are trying to figure out, who's the best defense, who's the best offense. In this baseball playoffs, one of the best units so far has been the Padres bullpen, which, Hader, remember all those August question marks? They're gone. Suarez, I think he's got a $5 million player option that he's about to turn down and go turn into a lot of money somewhere else. So good for the Padres. And, hey, we talked about some Yankees lineup stuff. They've got Soto Machado in that 2-3 slot. Soto has the double early. Manny Machado gets walked 3 times before Josh Bell. So that's kind of your Josh Donaldson situation that happened with the Yankees. But Cronenworth, another 2-hit game, and Trent Grisham with another 2-hit game. That those guys are now massive threats spread out through the lineup. Yeah, man. I mean, good for San Diego. And this was the whole, we talked about the wild card format. And do you have 3 starting pitchers? And what does that look like? And now Joe Musgrove, who arguably had the best start this postseason, will be in front of that his local San Diego crowd to take out the mighty Dodgers. Woo! Hey.
Trevor Plufo for 1 5-pitch strikeout against Trevor Hoffman. Fouled a couple pitches off, though.
I faced Trevor Hoffman?
Yeah, it was May 23rd, 2010.
Oh, my gosh. Was he the Brewers?
He was on the Brewers.
Doesn't even count.
That's why I don't remember facing him.
Wow.
Wait, I got a hit?
No, 5-pitch strikeout.
Oh.
You fouled 2 off, though.
Yeah, I did.
Blake Snell said it was the best crowd he's ever pitched in front of. So we'll dissect that deeper than anyone should and say, in your face, Rays fans, Mets fans, and Astros fans. Tough break. Snell hates your crowd.
Essentially, this game goes to the Padres bullpen being able to shut down, what many people consider the best lineup in baseball.
Hader threw a changeup, and it was awesome.
Woo!
Yes, he did. At 93. Changeup at 93.
I love power changeups. I have a bunch of
filthy
videos about it coming out. He's thrown. I tweeted it. Jake tweeted it, and I added to it because we were watching in the office with the social team who was covering it. And I was like, how many does he throw, especially to righties? And I forget. It was 20-something. I think he threw 20-something changeups to righties all season, which is 2.9%. And to whip it out in that moment, a 1-run game, 2 strikes. It's just nasty.
He probably didn't even need to do it, too. His fastball was abusing the Dodgers. But to be able to have that in the bag, and now they have to think about it if they see him again, that if you're the Dodgers, you don't think about it. I think that's the way you approach it. To say, we need to try to hit this guy's fastball that he's throwing right by us. Good luck with that if he's hitting the top of the zone. The Dodgers, they have to figure that out. They have to figure the bullpen out. Or at least they got to go try to get some off of Musgrove. Good luck. It's the runners in scoring position thing is daunting for the Dodgers. I believe they're 0 for 19 going back to the last 2 games. You're just not going to win baseball games if you're doing that. That's the bottom line, dude. Their pitching has been excellent. Their pitching has done it, especially this last game. 2 runs against the Dodgers. You tell me the Dodgers are going to go 2 runs in a game. I'm telling you, they're going to win that game. What?
Yeah. Hey,
80% of the time?
I think
90?
We have a podcast on the network, The Girls Room. Jake's been on it. But it's Paxton and Taylor and Sam. I was listening the other day, and they were saying, it's Paxton who just keeps saying, or Taylor, Dodgers aren't going to do it. Dodgers aren't going to do it this year. Keep doubting them. And I was in the back of my head I don't know, tough team to doubt. 111 wins. They've been big brother in the Padres the whole time, and here they are, one game away from losing.
I think I was on an episode of that, one of their bigger eps, not a big deal. And yeah, I mean, I laid that out there a little bit too, just because, you know, there is this baseball traditionalist about starting pitcher. Yu Darvish, people that listen to this know he is one of my favorite pitchers to watch when he's right. Snell, when he's dialed and he's in that IG chat, it kind of doesn't get better as a human being. Never mind the pitching, which is also really good. And then Joe Musgrove, like I said, you know, he found another level in the wild card that, you know, a do or die, go home game. And now with him lined up, and it's not shots fired. I mean, Urias is an absolute stud. You know, Clayton Kershaw is one of the best pitchers of our generation, but 34-year-old Clayton Kershaw, if you want to do the playoff stuff, whatever, I don't really care, but he's not currently where you, Snell, and Musgrove are at. That, yeah, you know, in the Padres lineup.
I disagree with that.
That Kershaw's on their level?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay, well, disagree and be wrong.
So much.
The
You're doubting
Dodgers,
Kershaw again?
the Dodgers lineup.
Yeah, I don't know why. Everyone doubts fucking Clayton
Jake's
Kershaw.
kind of been a Kershaw doubter slightly.
Kershaw, I don't doubt. I want to let everyone know.
He had a 2.2 ERA this year.
In a playoff game, I would rather have Snell, Darvish, or Musgrove over him.
Okay.
And that's fine. That being said, we talked about the Braves. We'll see what happens with our Yanks. You know, Joe Musgrove, the San Diego boy, put a dagger into those Dodgers at home. Doesn't it also seem like the big bad wolf Dodgers that won 111 games, if they could bring it back to L.A., and maybe if San Diego has to use that bullpen one more time, you could see the teeter-totter flop back over to the Dodgers. But I don't know, man. It's a must-watch game. If you're someone who's been in and out of the playoffs or catching whatever you can, Padres-Dodgers Game 4 is the must-watch game.
I want to give Snell some credit. I think he is the type of guy that advanced analytics can like. I think old school, like if we're talking like the dudes that got fired in Moneyball, like the old A's scouts would also love the dude. He's a tall lefty. Like, I don't think he drinks or anything like that. He's very much like a clean person. Has like the moxie and the attitude you want, hot girlfriend, the whole thing. That's what they say. That's an Oakland A's previous scout thing, right? He went out and did it, man, in a real tough spot. That breaking ball was absolutely nasty. He can kind of go to that whenever he wanted to. The big start for him. Now we got Musgrove going. We know how good he's been. He's had 3 starts against the Dodgers. They've kind of been like up and down. 7 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. He did K10. That was June 30th. His next start, where is his next start? Was September 11th. And he went 5 1/3, 4 earned runs, less punchies, a couple homers, and then he ended September 28th against them again, 5 innings pitched, no earned runs. He did walk 4. So kind of, he's had some good starts. He's had some interesting starts against them. I think the Dodgers are going to bring this thing back to LA. I really do. It just seems that way, right? It just doesn't seem right that the Padres would go take this thing in 4 games. But we're close to that happening.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'll be watching, like Jake said. That's it. 4 games today.
Can I mention Almonte for the Dodgers, who just looks like he doesn't care at all, and he's faced 5 batters in this series and struck out all 5 of them, and hasn't even really been close. Like, maybe we give that guy a little bit more run. I don't know.
Okay.
I like watching Tom McCanley pitch.
God,
it's interesting,
so
isn't
hot.
it?
I like
A bunch of changeups.
92-mile-per-hour changeups without even establishing a fastball. What?
He threw one. Who was it? To Grisham?
Well, he has
Almost hit him.
fastballs to throw to righties, but lefties he just throws the changeup. Like it doesn't play off anything. It's bizarre. It's got so much run. It's nuts.
Looking at that, I want to just give the Tyler Anderson against the Padres. Pretty damn good this year. That's going to be interesting. He's had some really good starts against them.
Well, everyone enjoy the 4 games. Should be doozies. Love you. We're out. Throw the ball. Be the baseball. Play the baseball.
I like you, Clayton Kershaw. I trust you in big games.
I like him too.
Jigsaw.
I don't like Clayton Kershaw's cleats. Everybody knows that. Not good. Also, before we end, Clay Holmes, why are your shoelaces so big and long? Like, get those things wrapped up, bro. I don't like that at all.
He's a bunny ears guy.
Big guy.
Just fixed them.
Tuck them in or something.